Good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. My name is Janae Smith. I'm the Director of Online Learning here at Compass Charter Schools. Have a lot of exciting things to share about our online program, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. During this presentation, we'll review the mission and vision, our Compass guiding core values, an overview of who is part of our online learning department, what the online learning department does, the role of the supervising teacher, the role of the learning coach, the role of connection meetings in our online program, the personalized learning plan, online learning program instruction, scholar support, A through G assessment proctoring, and AB130 impacts in the online program. So our guiding, what guides everything that we do here at Compass so we can truly personalize learning is our mission and vision, and our mission to inspire and develop innovative, creative, self-directed learners, one scholar at a time, really defines that personalized learning that we know helps to ensure that our scholars meet those academic and learning goals. Whoops, there we go. And of course, our core values and that are at the heart of everything that guides our work here at Compass: achievement, respect, teamwork, integrity, and communication. So in our online learning program, I have the opportunity to work with two great coordinators. Jennifer Tatum is our online K through 8 coordinator, and Miss Elena Mari is our online high school coordinator. We have grade span teams. Our first grade span team is our K-5 elementary team of online teachers. And they are really great at collaborating together to truly ensure that our elementary scholars get all that they need to be successful and be prepared for the rest of their education. We also have an online middle school team that consists of 6 of our awesome online teachers. 2 of our middle school teachers also are TOSAs, with Erica Angelo, who is our training and development TOSA for our online program, and Miss Andrea Lamelli, who is also our added TOSA. And our online learning program, our online high school learning program, consists of teachers who are grade level experts and can provide that subject-specific support to all of our online high school scholars. We also have quite a few of our options scholars who choose to take a couple of our online courses, and they're able to participate as well and worked alongside these content experts. And our options A through G scholars are also able to attend the online learning labs to have that opportunity to work with a subject matter expert in the field of the course that they're taking. So really, our online program in a nutshell, I always say the difference between our online program and our options program is that role of the supervising teacher. In our online program, our scholars have a supervising teacher, and in our 6 through 12, they also have content-specific teachers. The teachers are doing the direct instruction. They're finding any gaps in scholar skill level, and they're able to pull scholars into small groups and one-on-one sessions to really target and fill those gaps and provide any of that tier 1 support that scholars need to be successful. And the supervising and the learning coach is there to just monitor and make sure everything is set up and support at home. So to dive more into this, the role of the supervising teacher, our online supervising teachers do work with our scholars and our learning coaches to create and set goals for the upcoming year. They schedule monthly meetings for those connection meetings, and during those meetings, they're able to pull in the scholars' progress in their courses, look at the average score that they're earning on work submitted, and discuss any areas of support that are needed, or if there's more rigor needed because scholars are working ahead or they're more advanced, the teacher can also provide additional support for that and provide some supplemental opportunities to add some more rigor and really challenge scholars. They also support with the curriculum, review academic progress, maintain scholar records. So our supervising teachers in our online program also provide that work on attendance, work on truancy, and make sure that all of our scholars are engaged and that we're meeting all those compliance expectations. Our learning coaches, like I said, they're that support at home. They are ensuring that scholars have a quiet and productive workspace, that they work with their scholars to look at assignments that are upcoming that need to be completed and create weekly, daily calendars. A lot of times our scholars, especially our elementary scholars, need a visual schedule that helps them know, manage which courses they're working in, which subjects they're working in, and how that aligns with their learning labs that they're attending as well. Last year, we started our online connection meetings, and we're continuing with those this year. These are held monthly, and these are virtual meetings between the supervising teacher, the learning coach, and the scholar. And that's where we're able to discuss the goals, build relationships with our families, and really get to know our families and know how we can best meet their learning needs, especially throughout their different experiences in their education. And then, of course, discuss course progress, strengths, and areas of growth. And then what we started using this year that I'm very excited to share is our personalized learning plan, or PLP, for our online program. So just to share, something new that we have been able to incorporate from our options program this year is the PLP, the personalized learning program. We found so much success with this last year in our options program. We knew that we had to bring it over to our online program so we can really get to know and dive deeper into building relationships with our online families. So this is just a screenshot of the first page of our online PLP. It really provides an opportunity for parents, learning coaches, to share what their learning environment looks like, how their scholar learns best. We are able to share their star reading benchmarks at this during our connection meetings as we review the personalized learning plan. And then we have important links like who their counselor is, who is their coordinator, their grade level coordinator, if they have any additional questions and whatnot. Another great tool in our online PLP is this resource links page. This is an example of our K-8 personalized learning plan, and this provides hyperlinks for all of our parents to be able to find a lot of the things in one place. So our online learning instruction, we use Accelerate Education. This is our second year using Accelerate. Our teachers are really getting in and customizing courses, adding additional assignments or scaffolding assignments as needed. Accelerate does a great job of providing additional practice, and they do a great job providing hyperlinks so scholars can check for understanding often to make sure that they are understanding the content they're working through. In our K-5, our scholars receive Accelerate Education workbooks that provide extra practice. Our teachers are able to assign pages from the workbook. Families can snap a picture of that and submit that into Accelerate for assignment credit and to really get that extra practice. So it's a great resource. In our grades K through 5, we do know that in early reading, physical early readers are very crucial to early reading and literacy. We also know that hands-on math support, such as math manipulatives and those types of tools, are a great way for our scholars to dive in and really grasp and master concepts. So our K-5 scholars receive a Lakeshore kit that focuses on English language arts and math. And then our 4th and 5th grade scholars receive novel selections that also align with the novels they read in their courses. And our supervising teachers incorporate all of these tools and supplemental materials into their learning labs to further support that scholar learning. And our learning labs use our research-based strategies. We use AVID strategies to make sure we're increasing scholar engagement, and we're making sure that our learning labs are relevant and that are meaningful so our scholars are excited to attend. So our scholar success, we have our homeroom, our tier 1 supports include our homeroom instruction, and our small group instruction and Q&A sessions that can sometimes be used for small groups instruction. our admin and instructional strategies during our learning labs, and of course our course customization that helps to target personalized learning needs for scholars. For our tier 2 and 3 supports, we have our MTSS framework, and we help work with our scholars to ensure that they're attending their tutoring sessions. We also do our Lexia check-ins to make sure that scholars are participating in Lexia, so we can have our English language learner scholars reclassify. And teachers are able to assign freckle work along with our MTSS tutors to help bridge gaps in learning. And then of course, our supervising teachers and our content teachers do a great job of one-on-one support, whether that's just meeting virtually. Some of our teachers will work asynchronously with our scholars through like Miraboard or Google Docs to provide that extra support. And then our core content courses in our online high school and many of our electives are A through G approved courses. And part of that is the major assessments have to be proctored. Our online high school team does a great job of providing this support. Scholars can reach out to their supervising teacher and their content teacher if they need to take have a midterm or final proctored. And then we also have midterm proctoring weeks in the middle of the semester where the teachers will man the proctoring room, and scholars can sign up and attend that so they can take those major assessments. And then we have a finals week, the last week of the semester, and it's all hands on deck, and all of our teachers work together. I know I've helped in last year, our coordinators helped to man that test proctoring room to provide as many opportunities for our scholars to take their finals so they can be successful. And sometimes those go into the evening hours and into the night, so we can ensure that scholars can get their finals taken. We have had some impacts from AB130 in our online program. Many of the impacts, though, have ended up having a positive impact on our online learning program so far. So for instance, our STs held a master agreement initial connection meeting prior to sending the master agreement this year, which was a really great way for them to make those connections right away, start building those relationships, to start the year strong. We also have our daily learning log, and teachers are able to monitor that progress to make sure scholars are engaged that 60% or within those 3 days. And then looking at coursework logins and work submission, and then connection meetings and making sure that these are really meaningful to our families, and that our teachers are also seeing how they are helping to build those relationships. Another thing that we have is our synchronous homeroom instruction, and our online supervising teachers provide this in addition to those learning labs that are done with the content teachers. So our K through 3 scholars, they're 30 minutes daily. Their supervising teacher they're also their teacher, any of their content teacher for K through 3. And so they meet with their teacher every day for 30 minutes. This is a great way for them to practice some of those other social skills, such as sharing time and our social emotional learnings that they can participate in during those homeroom instruction sessions. And then our 4th through 12th graders, they receive 30 minutes weekly of this synchronous homeroom instruction. And I have to share a really exciting thing. Normally in our online program, live sessions don't start until the first full week of school. So usually the second week of school, we want to make sure our scholars can log in, they know how to navigate the system, and that they are setting themselves up, to start strong. But one of the things that we also had them do this year is log in to their first synchronous homeroom instruction on September 1st. And it was remarkable, the outcome that we had. In our K through 5 program and scholars, we had 90% of our scholars log in and meet with their teacher on the very first day of school, which is huge. We've slowly increased our attendance in our online sessions throughout the years. So having seen that all of those scholars attended this first synchronous instruction, we're ready to start the year strong was absolutely remarkable. And in our 6 through 8, our middle school scholars, we had 85% of them attend their first synchronous homeroom instruction. And in our online high school, we had half of the scholars attend their synchronous homeroom instruction, which we know over time that sometimes that engagement can kind of tail off a little bit at the high school level. But to have half of the scholars attend the synchronous instruction on the very first day for our high schoolers, I think was huge. We know sometimes high schoolers and teenagers can sometimes not be quite as motivated, especially to hop into a synchronous session first thing on the first day of school. And so starting off with 50% was huge for us, and we're looking forward to that number only going up as the school year continues. But really, our online scholars hit the ground running on September 1st and have done a great job and are just starting the year off really strong. So it's been one of the impacts of AB130, but it has actually been a great opportunity for our entire team and for our scholars to be more engaged. And then, of course, we have our live interaction, and that includes learning labs with those content-specific teachers and our counseling sessions, our counseling department sessions, engagement, tutoring, SAI, and all of that. And then our STAR diagnostic assessment, we had our initial in September, our benchmark is going to be in February, and our summative is going to be in end of May, beginning of June. And one of the things with this homeroom instruction that we're able to do is scholars were able to actually take their STAR a benchmark assessment in that initial homeroom instruction as well. So we have our scholars really working hard to complete those first assignments of the school year, which in the online language arts and the online math classes, the STAR benchmark assessment is the very first assignment that they need to complete in order to have the rest of their course unlock and have them keep working through it. So we've had a lot of success this year with getting scholars attending those sessions and completing those STAR benchmark assessments. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to hearing from you if you have questions. And I know this is going to be one of our best years yet. So thank you.